if you've been following me, you know that I've been reading this book called The Zeno Manifesto, and there are 3 books, and I just finished the 3rd of the trilogy. Absolutely love this series, and super excited to have Brysen Mann on, the author of The Zeno Manifesto. Great books.
Thanks for having me, and thank you for those comments.
Yes, I have absolutely loved reading them, and it's funny because I think I've told you, I didn't know I was into sort of that sci-fi type book, and I couldn't put it down.
When I wrote it, I didn't realize it was in that actual sci-fi category.
Well, it is, isn't it, right?
It is, though, yeah, and as has come more to light because it is sort of a modern-day tale. But yeah, it definitely has a sci-fi element with a mix of variety of other things. I've had great reviews coming back from a variety of readers, and many have described it as a combination of Project Blue Book, X-Files, Bourne, movies, and John Wick all combined. Others say it's the Bourne Identity movies along with X-Files. I'm just quite excited about how well it's been received.
Oh yeah, I was a huge fan of X-Files. So for anyone who hasn't, maybe just a little bit on Frank, because it's funny, because when I think of Frank, I think of you.
Well, they say to write what you know, and there is a big part of me in Frank and in some of the other characters as well.
So a little bit about the book.
Yeah,
can you tell us?
It's very hard to describe. It's an individual who is a violent person and is thrown into a realm of cultures and creatures and beings, and he's assigned with the goal basically of saving the world, but through what he ends up believing is the right avenue to take. So many have commented how much they've enjoyed all the different twists and turns as the plot develops, and there is so many surprises in it, and I quite find that enjoyable when I do get that feedback.
Good. Now, I think people have talked to you about a potential TV series, which I think would be amazing.
Well, just that so many have commented how they would like to see this developed into something for the smaller, large screen, and so I have actively been reaching out to those in that industry that do adapt literary works to movies and TV, and there is already some preliminary interest. Whether that will actually develop into something, only time will tell, but so far all the feedback I have been getting has been quite positive. So where that may lead, only time will tell, as the saying goes.
Yeah. So again, it wasn't, again, that your definition, Saskatchewan's indie author, whose first novel. So these are your first 3 novels.
Yes.
What inspires you to write such a novel like this? How did you get here?
I really have no idea. People ask me that constantly. I just had this quirky idea that hit me. Initially, I thought I would try and write a screenplay because I thought it would make an ideal movie, but instead it developed into these trilogy of books. And for myself, I had never had an inclination to write anything prior until I wrote the first one, which took me a lengthy time because I had to learn how to write, develop my writing skills, and I think I've honed them more and more as each book has progressed. And even right now, I'm actually writing a 4th, which would be considered a prequel to this trilogy. And we'll just see what happens and what direction everything goes in.
Wow. So what writers or movies, what has inspired you? Like, were you an X-Files guy? Were you a Bourne Identity? I love both of those.
I loved all of those. I mean, I was a heavy reader as in my younger years, not so much in the latter years, just busy with life. I just wanted to write something that if I was reading, I would thoroughly enjoy. And I considered myself to be a critical reader. So I didn't want to just fill pages with empty things. I wanted it to all be part of the story and relevant and have everything intertwined from beginning to end without leaving any questions unanswered to the reader.
Yeah. So now anyone who, you gotta get these books, they're so good. Where can people get them?
They're available online worldwide in 39,000 distribution sites, including Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Chapters Indigo. Currently, they're available in all Saskatchewan locations of Kohl's, Chapters Indigo, like physical copies. And hopefully that will expand as time progresses if the momentum continues in the interest in the books, which I hope it does.
Good. Well, when the fourth one comes, call me.
Okay.
And when the movie comes, call me.
All right, sounds good.
All right, well, that was Brysen Mann. We were talking about the Zeno Manifesto trilogy. We've got the first one, we got the second one, and now the third one. I think I got that in the right order. It's a great series if you're interested in something super exciting and a Regina author. How exciting is that? And you never know, one day we might have a TV show or a TV series. So I want to thank you for joining us here on Talk of the Town. We love having you Monday to Friday, 7 a.m., 12 noon, and 5:30, bringing you great people of Regina. Now, thanks for joining us. Now go make your day great.